Hello everyone, welcome back to Gent Watches. Today we are going to be continuing with Uncle from Another World. So, we watched the first episode last week, and since last week, if you new to, or if you haven't watched my videos in a week because you're only watching this series basically, then you should know that I now have a Patreon, so you can go to my Patreon and get full-length reactions to episodes that come out, including this episode. So if you want to watch this episode full length with me, then you can by going down into the description below, going to my Patreon account and subscribing there. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can stay here and you can just watch the edited, cut down version. So, Uncle from Another World. I'm excited about this. Also, I want to thank people. I got to 500 subscribers recently, so that's great. That's very, very good. I'm very happy that I've got so many people who want to see the videos. So very, very appreciative of that. Uncle from Another World is going to be great because episode 1. I mean, I've been thinking about this all week, and I kind of like. It's been a weird feeling because it's like it wasn't like the first episode blew me away, but it like just left me intrigued enough, and it felt like a long week leading up to it. And I had a very busy week. It was my birthday yesterday, so like there was a lot of stuff happening and tomorrow is my mother's birthday, so you can imagine just how busy I might be. But so it has been a long week, and now I'm excited to sort of cap off the weekdays almost by watching Uncle from Another World. But yeah, I'm very curious. The uncle was isekai'd at some point, so he was in a coma and then he came back, but he has memories from that world and he still has a magic from that world, and him and his nephew, it would be a nephew, yeah, him and his nephew are now making money off of his magic as best they can, even though they don't quite know how to make money off of it yet, but they're still doing their best. But I just think it's very funny. I think the best part was that he was like clearly with a tsundere the entire time that he was in the isekai, and just completely didn't understand like her whole deal, and just to this day thinks she was just some weird mean girl who for some reason wouldn't stop following him around. So very funny. Anyway, Uncle from Another World, episode 2. I think we're just gonna get into it. Again, I am watching this on Netflix, and I'm watching it because I'm watching it on Netflix. It's currently in what they call Netflix jail, so it is several weeks behind. So the official show is many episodes up. Please don't spoil the official show for me. And that means there also won't be early access for this show because this is all that's out for me right now. I'm just watching this on Netflix. But this will be episode 2 of Uncle from Another World. Here we go. Oh no. It's gonna be a disappointing result. Is he standing on the balcony again? Like, oh no, he's just flying this time. Whoa! Aww. It's like whenever I see people talking about VR and no one mentions Half-Life Alyx, despite the fact that it's one of the best games created ever. I read cool comments about this OP, so thank you for those comments. A lot of cool references and stuff here. Very Sega. This is a very Sega OP. So I think Sega has something to do with this anime, which is fun. Oh my god. God freezing sword. Oh, there was a girl in the OP that was like an ice themed character, wasn't there? Yeah, this girl. Maybell. Cute design? What? Nice.
マジで大変だったけど、マルキードさんでポーポーの花取ってきてあげるよ。そういうの覚えられない。そんなに難しくないよ。マエンリュを倒した。ありがとうございます。とても喜ばれた。
He had so many opportunities to build a perfect harem. Wow. I think he's happy. Nice. He's happy. Aww. That's cute. He probably ignored some women. That's not what we care about. Oh, that looks cool. Yeah. Aww. Oh, that's sad. But you also could have been surrounded by people if you just, you know, followed the quests. Yeah, Shoulda Day. He's a very simple man. What? Why did you mention that? He probably accidentally proposed to her again. Aww. This is very sweet. Oh, is he gonna screw it up? Is he turning her into a villain? Oh my god.
おじさんは意外とテレビを見ていたようだ。ゲームしたり、食べったり、そばすすってたりしてたら年が明けた。
Aw, that's sweet. Who's this? Aww.
あ、うち来る？近いよ。
実家？
いや。
家に買い物置いてから行く。
うん。じゃあ住所教えて。
Aww. This is sweet. Does she like him? And is she gonna be disappointed to find out that his uncle is staying with him? Thinks it's another woman. Whoa, him flying up behind the shot just then was pretty scary. What's happening? What's happening? Oh, poor girl.
職歴17年何もないおじさんを養ってるわけ。
YouTuber です。
あの人さ、一人 事言ってたから。
YouTuber です。
絶対やばいって。
やばいんだ。
じゃあ今使ってくださいよ。
Yeah, do it.
一応動画再生200万いってるんでただじゃね。
そのプロ意識。
高文が好きなのか。
Wow, he's very perceptive now when it's not his life.
そんなはずはない。エヴァンゲリオンを全部見たからな。エヴァ見てたの？みんな見てた。
Oh, the references in the show.
当時。じゃあアスカも。
Oh my god.
やばい。
It's so crazy.
それの概念に気づいた。
Oh!
これはカシオ。
I haven't seen Evangelion, but I know of it. I know the reference that they're making. And I know Asuka, of course.
殺めてしまったのが誰なのか。失ったものが何なのか。嘘。は？嘘？本物の俺の体験だ。
What the hell?
気合い入れて着替えてきたのがバカみたい。
Aww,
わざわざシャワーも。
that's so cute.
誰だ？
That's adorable.
詐欺師。
ただのおじさんだよ。異世界が。
私バイトして出すから。
マジ？ルームシェア？え、そっか。藤宮とシェアもありか。
Aww.
おじさんがいるからな。
He was asking her to move in for a second.
なんすか15キロって。
Oh man. I wonder if this ED has anything, because I think last time it was just credits. Okay. Very, very simple ED. Cute though. Okay, yeah, that was episode 2. I enjoyed that episode, especially the whole last couple scenes were great. So let's talk about it. So we have it's interesting how they're sort of like developing the isekai world and the real world simultaneously by showing, you know, flashbacks of the isekai world and then showing the regular things and then like slowly pushing forward on both storylines. So we got introduced to Mabel in the other world, and yeah, it's just, I can see the theme of this is basically the uncle, yeah, essentially being put in all these situations where he could do all the classic isekai wonderful things, and he always ignores them completely and just goes and does the straightforward video game. Like in his mind, he like went to see Mabel and stuff and blah blah blah, all that happened, and he could have done this like really sweet thing which would have got him the girl and whatever, but instead he was like, oh, I gotta go kill the dragon, I'll go kill the dragon, and he went to kill the dragon and did it successfully. I do like that. I feel like an easy joke for this show would have been if the uncle was actually pretty pathetic in the other world, and like by pathetic I mean also like power level pathetic. And so yeah, he like maybe only could use basic magic and was like kind of garbage and everything and stuff, but no, he was powerful in that other world, and he was saving people and killing dragons and all that sort of stuff. Like he was really thriving in that other world, and I really like that, where he's just sort of this loser who is also like so surprisingly cool, you know. I think it's really cool. And so yeah, Mabel seems like a cute character. I don't know what became of her or will become of her. We did see in the OPs, I think in the OPs, one of the girls or all of the girls or both of the girls are in the real world in the OP. Did I say that right? Did I say wheel world or something? Are in the real world, but whether that's like just, you know, classic OP whatever, or if that's actually something that's gonna happen, I don't know, because I don't know how they would get here, because I would assume they weren't from like our world originally. And I'm assuming Uncle only came back because he was from our world. And he just woke up from his coma or whatever. But I don't know. I have no idea. It would be interesting if they were brought into this side of things and we got to see like the tsundere in this world and her like having to live with the like within the constraints of this world. That would be kind of cool. Blah, 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 blah. I like them talking about stuff that was cancelled. I think that's funny. Like there's some things that he just expected to go on forever and now it's 17 years later and there's not many shows that last 17 years. I mean, you got One Piece. Like I wish he read One Piece because he would still have stuff going on right now. He would just be able to continue the story. But other than that, I mean, yeah, there's not much that's gonna last that long. But now let's talk about my favorite thing. Well, other than actually, I'll also just say the YouTube of this. That joke was my favorite because it was like you're supporting your uncle who's like broke and doesn't have a job, and then he's just like, I'm a YouTuber. Like he says that like I do have a job, like I'm a YouTuber, but it's just always it's also like so. I know it's funny coming from me because I am a YouTuber, but it's also the classic thing you say as like that's the classic failing career, you know. So I think that's very funny. Okay, so Fujimiya, she is my favorite part of this episode, and I'm very happy to see a character like that come into the show, and I already love her. So she has a crush on Takafumi. Yeah, I wrote Takahami on my notes, but I see on the on my Netflix it says Takafumi. I don't know if his name is like Takafumi Takahami or if Takahami is a nickname because his name might be Takafumi something Hami or something. I don't know. I can't remember all the names. Generally I just try to write down the first name of someone or the name that people call them generally. So I don't exactly remember what his name is. But anyway, so she's got a crush on Takafumi. And I think that's really adorable. I think and I love the fact, I think it's like really interesting the fact that like for Takafumi, it's so obvious that this tsundere in the oh my god, I was about to say hentai world, in the isekai world, is you know in love with him and a total tsundere and stuff. But then on the flip side, the uncle finds it super obvious that Fujimiya is into Takafumi, and Takafumi doesn't see it. So it's like they're sort of, that's how the two main characters are very alike each other in that way, you know? They can both see it in the other person, but they completely lack self-awareness. So I think that's very funny. But I just love her. I love her design. Her voice acting was great. The way that she switched in the like tsundere tone type stuff, like the way that she switched between being super like, you know, super confident and talking casually, and then suddenly like getting flustered and going all the way down. Like I always love when voice actors can do that perfectly, and it's you know, that's the line that you got to ride when you're doing a character like this, and your ability to sell that is what people are gonna remember you by. And I think this voice actress sold it really well. I don't know who voices her. I can look it up later, but very good nonetheless. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got to discuss. I think that's a decent amount to discuss. So that was Uncle from Another World episode 2. I've heard good things about the show and how it like gets better as it goes on, and this was a great episode. So I'm curious to see what episode 3 brings into the fray. But regardless, thank you very much for watching this video. I'm going to sneeze soon, so let's see if I can get out my exit. Nope, I can't. Oh man, that sneeze rushed out. I thought I could finish the video before I sneeze. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. All that stuff really, really helps me out. And if you want to show your support to the channel and get full-length and early access reactions, you can go to my Patreon account. Link is in the description below, and subscribe to that, and that will get you so much good stuff. It will be worth it. So thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.